global audience is getting larger every single year, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon.
We're here, we're under the lights, we've got all the pressure, everyone's watching us play, and that's just exactly everything we live for.
I mean, you're talking about millions and millions of people watching people play competitive esports.
The crowd is getting louder and louder. It's deafening.
8 of Australia's top Call of Duty teams have descended on Sydney to battle it out for one of 2 spots to attend the World Championships in LA. Seeded 3rd at today's event is Team Avant-Garde, who narrowly missed out on a top 2 spot last year. They're hoping they can do one better this time round.
I'm Adrian Kui Ku, I'm 18 years of age.
I'm Jake Hopey Hope and I'm 19 years old.
Aaron Bennett, 22.
I'm Melbourne, Australia.
From Brisbane, Australia.
Sunshine Coast.
Kyle Bilesider Collier, captain of Avant-Garde, 22, and I live in Sydney.
8 teams have entered the tournament today, $15,000 on the line.
If you want to be the best team in the world, find people that you like to play with. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're never going to have a chance at being at the top. You need to have incredible team chemistry with your teammates.
Benno and Kui are the newest members of the team, and they've only had a few months to settle in.
And how's it been since you've joined the team?
Yeah, it's really good. I get along with everyone in the team really well, so that also helps. Because when you don't like your teammates, you don't want to get on with practice. So yeah, they're all really good players at the same time, so it works out well.
Was there a little barrier you had to get past, like learning to play with these guys?
Yeah, there's different play styles each player, so I had to adapt to how each specific one of us in the team plays, but we all work and gel together as a team.
Is this a team that you think is going to stick together for a long time?
Definitely, we've got like a really, really good camaraderie happening. It's probably the fastest I've ever bonded with players. Hopey and Kui are like little brothers. Like I have to tear them off each other back in the hotel because they're wrestling and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. And Benno and I get along so well. He's basically like the Halo version of me.
Today's competition will be decided using Call of Duty Ghosts. Each match is a best-of-5 game series, with each game being one of 3 types: Blitz, Domination, or Search and Destroy. Avant opens the day on a good note, winning their first match 3-0 against Team Royal.
We played well, a little bit of nerves there at the start. I think our comms can be a little bit cleaner. We knew we had these guys. We beat them pretty comfortably at the last lane, so it was a nice warm-up. Probably our biggest rivals is Trident T1 Dotters. We're about to play those guys next. That's going to be a bit of a tough game. We had a bit of a rough run against them last time.
Although Royal were outclassed, even the weaker teams of this event would have had to train solidly to make it to the Sydney finals.
The biggest difference between the top team in the world is they make this their focus. This is their career. They put in the time and the energy.
Are you ready to meet your finalists?
They're putting 8 to 10 hours in a day. They're not just aimlessly playing the game. They're playing it in a very organized way, and a very competitive, and they're playing against the best players in the world as well.
So what kind of regiment do you have for the team?
We try and keep at least maybe 4 to 7 nights a week, just dependent on how close we are to a comp, what happens. We're usually pretty lenient about weekends. Like if you've got stuff to do, go and do it. It's really important to maintain like all relationships outside of Call of Duty and outside of the competitiveness, but when it's crunch time like this, we're pretty much all focused. Like we're dodging girlfriends and like hanging up phone calls and stuff like that.
After every night, we go through the films and review what went wrong and try and improve on it.
Each hour we want to improve. We don't just want to waste, 5 days of just playing the game. We want to set goals each game and improve on that stuff, and then from there it just builds up and builds up and builds up until we just got everything done.
Avant-Garde going up against Trident T1 Dotters. Talking to Avant, they said that domination on Octane is one of their weakest game modes, and Avant has to be scared. Up early, let the game get away from them. Izzy locking it down. Oh no, he's all by himself. Where's Benno for the help? You cannot plant on your own. You need to have cover.
Nope.
And this is just a failure in terms of search and destroy strategy.
Avant quickly fall behind 2 games to 0 after a slew of tactical mistakes.
Izzy makes it a one-on-one, and there he goes.
However, soon a brilliant effort by Benno sees Avant take the 3rd game, keeping them alive in the match.
Jens quickly rotates to the right side of the map. They know exactly the escape route, but it doesn't matter. Here comes Avant, led by Benno.
But a nice shot there by Vile as he's able to take out Izzy. They are losing C. Benno's going to pick up a nice kill there as someone was trying to make a move for the B cap there. Benno's circling around, picks up yet another kill, sees 2 more, not able to get that. Oh, the snap! Benno with a 3-piece. No,
get the team, Benno, get the team!
Oh my gosh, Benno, an unstoppable force.
Momentum is now in favor of Avant, and they sweep the next 2 games, winning 3-2 in the end.
Now they know he's there
to save the day.
And that is it. Look, fired up.
3-0 comeback. They were down 2 games, win 3 straight. Benno, Hopi, Vilesider, and Cooey celebrating their victory, but what a show.
That was an amazing win. What goes through your head when you think you're going to lose and then you come back and win a game that incredibly?
You just got to take it one game at a time. You know, you can't focus on what's happened in the past. You just let it go and focus on what's coming up next, and that's what we did.
Freight Blitz, the map that we played third, that was one of our best game types. And we said if we win this, we're going to win the series, because I know we never give up. We're one of the teams with the best attitudes, and that's just how we play.
Play how you want to play. Just go map on map, what Hopi said. And just play your own game and just forget about those mistakes you've made.
Cooey, 13-7, once again the lead slayer in the game. The young 18-year-old has been crushing since he stepped onto the stage. Now his teammates are with him.
With the audience, the lights, the pressure, the commentators, and even the noise, it must be a world away from playing COD in your lounge room.
Are you guys still having fun when you're up there on stage?
We have the most fun when we're here. It may not look like it. It looks really tense. It looks really stressful, but this is us in that element.
It's a lot better because you can see everything and see everyone, and you actually add an event. You can hear commentators after the game talk about you.
And you saw Hopi standing still at the end of this one. He was standing up talking trash.
With 2 solid wins under their belt, Avant moves on to the winners bracket final. Their next opponent is Team Immunity, whom they've never beaten before in a competition.
If we win this next match, it's straight through to LA. All expenses paid, so I'm excited.
Right now you're seeing Rampage working with Naked. 3 straight kills for Immunity, and they do capture B.
Now the Avant guys are struggling a bit here. It's Cooey in a 1v3 situation. The bomb is being diffused. He checks it quickly, takes the shot down. There's a 2-piece. Can he get the 30? Still staying alive. 20 seconds left now on the clock. He's going to get challenged.
Cooey!
There it is!
Oh!
Cooey! This is where Shox will come back out. Try and pick up a few more kills. 2-piece.
Oh! Now
The earlier confidence dissipates as Avant runs into the impenetrable wall of Immunity.
Rampage just brute forces.
And now comes a sniper now from Hopi. Sees one back there, and there he goes. Big shot. There's one player challenging, and there it is. It's now a 2v2.
But down goes Hopi. A 2-on-1 for Vilesider, and it is over.
Avant is swept 3-0 in the match.
That is a trip to Los Angeles for the World Championships.
Of course, that said, there is still one more spot to be taken up.
The first one was a bit of a whitewash. They got a lead, and coming back on that map was really hard. The second one was 1 round, and the last one was a couple of caps.
Basically, we need to set up a little bit better. We need to just play our natural game that we do. I think we're a little bit jittery. Small talk a little bit better. I think that was one of our biggest flaws, was we sort of called stuff out but didn't call out to each other what we were doing and how to play and how to move, essentially.
It's crunch time now. Avant have one last chance at the golden ticket, and their opponent once again is Trident T1 Dotters, who've swept their way through the losers bracket.
Beautiful kill by Damage as he locks
Trident come out absolutely firing.
for the 2-piece. Sees one more.
Avant is still flat from their previous loss.
That is his 3rd kill. Cooey going for the ace.
However, Cooey picks up a hot streak and manages to keep Avant's hopes alive.
Cooey, can he seal the deal with a perfect round? Yes, he's got it.
Oh, the ace! Cooey just gave him the booty right there with that ace. Avant, it's do or die right now for this squad.
But it's not enough to stop the Trident machine.
Feels so bad for Avant.
Pick up a nice kill as we jump on board. Benno gets taken out.
It is official. Trident T1 Daughters.
Give it up.
Advancing
T1
to the
right
World
there.
Championships. They move on to America to compete for that $1 million tournament. Fantastic showing here on the main stage.
Good sportsmanship by both these squads.
That sucks.
That did suck.
Such high pressure on you guys. How do you think it all played out?
It was a pretty hectic battle. We didn't expect them to play quite the way they played. It was really aggressive and fighting for like 1v1 fights. Like can go either way.
Versus Immunity in the winner bracket final really sort of crushed our steam train, so to speak, down.
I don't feel like we did like bad. It was just on the day because our structure wasn't perfect. It just didn't go our way.
We did pretty good considering like this guy's played COD for about 3 months and those guys all played for probably 4 or 5 years. So it was all pretty much by the seat of our pants. I'm happy with what we did.
Yeah. You've opened my eyes to what esports like this can be like. Regardless of the result, you guys did an amazing job. Seriously, well done, guys.
You can try and be the best, practice all you can, form the best team you can, but sometimes it just comes down to the day. For Avant, the quest is over for another year, but perhaps it'll be 3rd time lucky in 2015.